high town. Like you've been an inaugural World Test champion. Beating India in India is arguably in Test cricket is arguably the toughest challenge right now. So can you sum up what this means to you, this team, and the New Zealand public?
Yeah, I'm sort of lost for words a little bit. Yeah, it's obviously an immensely proud moment for this group. I think obviously coming off the back of a Sri Lankan series where we obviously didn't get the results that we wanted to come here and play the style of cricket that we've played. Yeah, we're obviously immensely proud to be in the position of winning 2 Test matches here. A lot of New Zealand teams have come here over the past 69 years, I think it is, and 13 series, and to be the first team to win a series over here is immensely special, and very proud of this group.
Back then, around the time you won the World Test Championship, Roscoe was still around. Like you had Wagner doing all these things, and now there's sort of bridging the 2 generations. You're around, Daz is around, but then someone like Willow Rock, who's playing his first Test in India, and he's played up a written goal in the victory. So can you just talk about how pleasing it is to see the next generation come in and you're sort of bridging the 2 generations right now?
Yeah, I guess in cricket teams you have times where your group's together a long time, and I guess around that World Test Championship, the group had been together for a long time, and we've obviously had guys retire, we've had guys move on, and we've obviously seen a new wave of players come through, and I think for them to come in and perform straight away has been the most pleasing thing, and you've obviously got still a mix of older guys or more experienced guys, and some youth, which is awesome, and I guess the likes of Willow Rourke, Rachin, those 2 guys are going to play a lot of cricket for New Zealand, and it's obviously really special for them to come here and be in this position, and certainly really proud of this group, and everyone's proud of each other.
Hello, Latham. Many congratulations for the series win. I just the same question I asked from Rohit also. You lost the series in Sri Lanka, and you won the series here. What are the major learnings from the loss in Sri Lanka, and what are the major positives in India?
Yeah,
okay. He played 4 innings till now. 3 innings you failed to score, but in 4th inning you succeed the runs and in part of the winning part of it.
Yeah, I think looking back at the Sri Lankan series, obviously we're on the wrong side of the results, but I think as a whole we didn't play that bad at cricket. There were some really good moments in there, and that's just the game we play. That's Test cricket, where sometimes you fall on the wrong side, even though you might be playing okay. And I think we've come here and we've played a style where I guess we've sort of fired a little bit of a shot at India, and I guess we've been on the right side of a couple of tosses as well, and I think that's been really important. We've come here and we've wanted to compete, and we wanted to fire a shot first up, and I certainly think we've done that in both games. Obviously with the ball in the first game, but also with the bat here, being able to put first innings runs on the board has been really important. And then obviously the bowlers went to work over the last couple of days, which has been very pleasing to see. And I guess in part of your second question, it was obviously really nice to contribute yesterday. I think as a batter, sometimes you have days where things don't go so well, or period of times where you don't go so well, but I said before the Test match, it's always been about trying to contribute as best you can from my role, from everyone's role. You're just trying to contribute, and whatever that may look like, it may look slightly different from game to game or innings to innings, but it was just really nice to contribute in a winning game, and I guess an important part of the game for this group.
Tom, you've been here before. What is it that this team did better and differently than from teams of the past? And what is it that you did better than India that you're sitting here where you are in the series?
Yeah, I think we've been on the right side of a couple of tosses. I think that was the first toss that I've won or been part of since being here. So that obviously played a big part, I think, especially in Bangalore. But just as I said, I think we've come here and we've wanted to fire a shot. We've wanted to, I guess, be the one that sort of puts India under pressure, what that may look like from a batting point of view or a bowling point of view. And I certainly think we've done that. I think the way we played in this game with the bat was really important. I think it was a wicket where time wasn't necessarily an issue. It was runs. I think we saw the way that we played yesterday, trying to be a little bit more positive, a little bit more attacking to get sweepers out to make it a little bit easier to rotate strike. And I think we saw that today with the way GP played. A really crucial innings in the end to get us up to 350. And then I think from a bowling point of view, we've talked about trying to keep things simple and bowl our best ball time and time again. And I think the surfaces have offered enough. One in Bangalore, but also here, where you bowl your best ball time and time again, you're going to get results. So I think from a batting group and a bowling group, the guys have done really well.
Considering what happened in Sri Lanka, do you feel that the way India played, do you feel they were complacent in this? They batted as if it was tomorrow?
No, not at all. I think when we come here to India, we expect India to be at their best, and I think even you look back to the Bangalore game, they put us under pressure in that third innings, and we certainly knew that was going to be the case. And even today, I think the way that Jaswal and Rohit and Shivman came out and played, they certainly put us under pressure, and we knew it was going to be a hard slog to get all 10 wickets. It was nice that obviously it unfolded really quickly, but and look, India are a quality side. They don't become a bad team overnight or a bad team after a couple of games. They've got many match winners from 1 to 15 in their squad, and as I said before, I think it's just sometimes it's the game we play. Sometimes you can fall on the wrong side, even if you don't necessarily, or even if you play well. So we'll certainly expect them to be at their best in Mumbai, and the guys will be looking forward to that challenge.
I don't have a question. I have a message from New Zealand. If my friends in the press will indulge me for 20 seconds. Kamate, kaura, kaura. Kamate, kaura. Tine te tangata. Dana itiki mai pakapiti tela. Aupane, kupane, iti tela. And then just for the benefit of you people, it started as a word out to this expression of complete respect for this titan here. My greetings to you from all your countrymen. Tom, kia ora, kia ora.
Thank you very much.
It's better. I'll just to the front, second row there.
Congratulations, Tom. Rachin and Conway's ability to play spin has been the key to success for New Zealand in this series. And one more question. Playing for Chennai Super King in the IPL has beneficial for them?
Yeah, I think I guess any experience you have over here in India, the more you come to play in these parts of the world, the more you can familiarise yourself with conditions, and I guess we've got a lot of guys in the team that have played in the IPL, not obviously just the guys for Chennai, but also other guys that have come here for a long time, and I guess you work out ways that you can play in these conditions or ways you need to bowl in these conditions. And did you say about Devon? Is that what you said? Dev's obviously a fantastic player of spin. I think the way he's been really proactive in the last 2 games has been fantastic at the top. I think he set the tone really nicely in both games, and credit to the way he's played. And obviously Mitch, someone that's been at Chennai for a long time, someone that's been in our group for a long time, has played a reasonable amount of Test cricket, and I think for us, we know how good he is. We know what he can produce, and I think for him to come here and bowl the way that he's bowled over the last couple of days, the group's really proud of him. He's such a good team man, and I think just the way he bowled this game was fantastic, and certainly love to see him get the rewards that he did today.
Tom, on this surface, would you say that showing you 60 over on day one actually put you in command as such, or would you say sort of felt in control after what you showed in the second match?
Yeah, I think first innings runs wherever you are around the world is really important, and I think we probably left ourselves a little bit short in terms of 260. I think the position we were in, we might have been 200 or so for 3, somewhere around there. So we probably were a little bit short in terms of where we potentially could have got, but I guess you can never judge a wicket until both teams have batted on it, and I think the way Mitch bowled yesterday on day 2, a wicket where you bowled the same ball, one would turn and one would skid on, so he just bowled pretty much the same ball time and time again, and one would spin and one wouldn't. So, and I guess that's the challenge of these surfaces when you're not sure what the ball's doing. It brings obviously the stumps into play and the catches behind the wicket into play. And I think you look at the wickets from most of the game, there a lot of were bowls or LBs. So, that was something that we tried to do, was to bring the stumps into play, and we obviously saw a few more catches behind the wicket today. So. But I think first innings runs are vitally important, and it was nice that we managed to put a score like that on the board.
Tom, from the time you were appointed captain till the time the team left New Zealand, what was the
messaging like? How did the team react to all your messages? Was it easy to get them on side?
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't say a lot has changed in terms of what the group's trying to do. There's obviously a few key things that we wanted to do when we came over here, and one of them was trying to fire a shot at India and is try play that little bit more of attacking brand because we know how good India are in these conditions, and we wanted to try put them under a little bit of pressure, and I think we've certainly done that over the last couple of games. So yeah, I think it gives the group a lot of confidence in terms of coming to these parts of the world and one, being able to compete, but also being able to fall on the right side of the results. So yeah, for us it's always been about the process. If we can do that as best we can, then hopefully more times than not we'll fall on the right side of the result. And yeah, the group's been working hard for a long period of time, whether it be now or whether it be when Tim or Kane was captain. All we try to do is improve from game to game, tried to adapt to each part of the world we go to, and yeah, we've obviously done that really well coming here to India.
Tom, of course, we have seen in the past as well, sometimes teams can fall flat or be complacent after winning such a big series. But for New Zealand, will you guys go even harder for a clean sweep in Mumbai now?
Yeah, I think it's probably the same position we were in last week in terms of it's important that you enjoy these wins. You celebrate the success of the guys, but also the achievement that we've done. 69 years New Zealand's been touring here, and to be the first team to win a series is obviously a pretty special feat. So the guys will certainly enjoy each other's company tonight, and we'll certainly celebrate. But I guess once we turn to Mumbai, our focus will certainly shift to that game. Again, we're going to have a completely different surface there. We obviously played there a couple of years ago, so we've got a little bit of information around what the surface may be like. But just being here in this moment, enjoying each other's company in the change rooms, we'll do that first and foremost. But then move on to the last test in Mumbai. No. He was. He did a fantastic job. I think obviously the wickets that he got, but I think it will go unnoticed the amount of overs he bowled back to back. I think Will bowled one over with the new ball from that end, and Mitch bowled the rest. So someone like that to come and bowl that amount of overs to keep being a threat for that amount of time. I keep trying to take him off, but he kept taking a wicket, so I said you can keep going. But I can't praise him enough in terms of what he's done this game. He was simply fantastic.
From Rohit said a while ago before he came in that they couldn't properly respond to the pressure mounted by the both batting and bowling sides, bowling departments. Are you surprised that they could not do it? The team which season campaign is one of two newcomers. That's why it's surprised.
Yeah, look, I think they put us under pressure at times as well. So what was your question there?
They're not able to. I was surprised that they couldn't counter the pressure brought in by your batting and bowling.
Oh, right. I think just the way we played, we managed to put them under a little bit of pressure. And I think when it's hard when you build partnerships with the bat, and it is hard to create pressure in terms of when guys get partnerships and where the surface might not necessarily be offering a lot, or always tends to be where the ball keeps going past the bat and you can't get a bit of luck. But I think from our batting point of view, that's all we wanted to do was try to put them under pressure. I think we saw a slightly different way that we played yesterday, just being a little bit more attacking. We tried to, counteract any punch that they threw at us, in terms of whether it be around the wicket or over the wicket or different field changes. So obviously pleasing that we're in that position where they might have found it a little bit hard. We've certainly been on that side of things before when we've come to these parts of the world where anything you do doesn't work, and you do feel under pressure. So it's obviously a nice position to be in when you put a score or you get a lead of what we did, and more the approach that we went about things.
The last one.
Yesterday, I think you asked a question from a player from South Africa. He praised New Zealand's way of preparing for any series. That you guys leave no stone unturned when it comes to preparation. So if you have to put it into perspective the previous few tours that you have in the subcontinent, Sri Lanka as well, what sort of things that you have done in particular to get things right in terms of execution, as well as execution again is something was a part of it, if you have to say. And given all that, the work that you have done, the position that you are sitting in right now, the tour in the league, what sort of backlash are you expecting at the moment?
Yeah, I think from a preparation point of view, we've obviously come off a winter at home where, you know, guys have been doing different stuff around the world, whether it be playing franchise cricket, whether it be playing county cricket, or whether guys be having a break. So guys have been doing different things. Obviously having 2 test matches in Sri Lanka, nothing prepares you like playing test cricket, playing hard test cricket, and I think that's probably was a really important thing for us, being in Sri Lanka beforehand, just understanding conditions a little bit more. Even though they're different, they are similar in terms of playing a lot of spin, trying to find ways to be successful in these conditions. So yeah, I think that certainly helped. Yeah, as you said, we try to leave no stone unturned in terms of what we're going to get. We've been to these parts of the world before, and guys understand how they want to approach things, and the approach may have looked slightly different in terms of trying to be a little bit more attacking and put India under a little bit of pressure. So yeah, I think that was obviously very pleasing to be in this position. And what did you say about backlash? As I said earlier, I think India are going to, they'll be at their best next game, and that's certainly how we expect them to be every game. And again, probably a ground that they're really familiar with, Mumbai, where they know how to play conditions slightly different with the red soil. So yeah, it's important that we do celebrate, as I said earlier, and then our focus will switch to Mumbai in a few days' time.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.